Hi, my name is Vincent Egoro, and I'm excited to be sharing this video with you today. It's a new year, 2023, and for many of us in the NGO sector, if you're a founder, if you're a director, an ED, or a senior management staff, one of the things going on in your mind right now would be, how do we get more money? How do we ensure the sustainability of our civil society organization, of our non-profit organization? So today I want to share some ideas that you can use with regards to fundraising. It's really about how you need to be thinking about how to raise funds for your organization. All over the world, we have gone through this pandemic that shut down the world a couple of years ago, and some parts of the world, people are still dealing with this pandemic, and people are dealing with rising inflation. Countries are going into recession and all. And so all that is affecting the funds that are coming in through grants. So we're seeing more and more scarcity of grants coming in. So if you're in the NGO space, what should you be doing? Now, the first thing that you need to be doing is, number one, you need to acknowledge the reality of the challenges ahead. That 2023 is going to be challenging, okay? That funds are becoming more scarce, that donors are having this, we're experiencing this apathy of donors. And one of the things that you need to be thinking about right now is, because of the challenges ahead, you need to think about diversification. It's very important that you need to begin to think about, how do we diversify our portfolio? So it's very important. Why do you need to do that? The future of the economy is unpredictable. Nobody knows what's going to look like, what the middle of the year is going to look like. Nobody knows what the end of the year is going to look at, as we get to the end of the year. So you need to begin to think about how do we diversify our sources of funding. And I believe that diversification is going to be the key to surviving the storm of running an NGO. Okay? It's very, very important that you begin to think about approaching fundraising through the lens of relationships. Okay? Begin to think about, how do we diversify our funds, our portfolio? How do we branch out into new frontiers, new areas of doing business? Now, another thing that you need to think about is, you need to wear the hat of an entrepreneur. You need to begin to think as a business person. You need to begin to think as an entrepreneur. I know that you're running an NGO. I know that you're not for profit. And so if you want to begin to think about diversification, is to begin to think about business, being business minded. You need to be innovative, okay? You need to begin to think about empowering your staff to make decisions, okay? You need to begin to bring about strategies that will lead to financial sustainability. And how do you do that? Okay, so we begin to see scarcity of grants. So how else do you sustain yourself? You need to think about offering services for offering services that you'll be paid for. So maybe over the past decade, you've developed expertise in certain areas. Why don't you begin to think about how to sell those services, and so that you will be able to raise resources to plow back into the work of helping communities and helping people to live their lives better. So you need to begin to think about, maybe we could set up a small business. We need to register a company and set up a business, begin to do business on the side to raise funds. So that's where you're beginning to go. And if you look at some traditional donors, are now not funding NGOs anymore. What they are funding rather will be the social enterprises. So they are looking at funding the social enterprises. They are looking at funding social businesses. And so that's where you need to begin to go. You need to go to where the money is and begin to wear the hat of a social entrepreneur. Begin to think about, those are our mandates. Those are mission. Allow us to set up a business on the side. So that is going to be really key. What kind of business can you do within the sector that you're in, so that you begin to generate money and then use that money to plow back into your business? Now, in 2023, if you're a founder, if you're a CEO, you are an ED, you're a director of an NGO, the third thing that you need to begin to think about, and I think that this is very, very, very important, is that you need to actively strengthen your network of relationships. You need to be very, very intentional in building relationships, okay? Because a broader network of relationships will provide new opportunities for funding sources. Networking has remarkable power, okay? You need to be searching for people who can say, I know someone who would love to be part of the thing that you're doing. I know someone who is interested in the line of work that you're doing, all right? So it's very important, okay? And that means that you have to be social. If you're going to be networking, you have to be social. You need to strategically attend events, attend conferences, attend meetings, okay, that are in line with the goals of your organization. Stop staying in your office. Begin to attend events, attend meetings, so that you get to meet people. Deliberately go out to seek to meet new people. It's very, very important. And as you're going for these meetings, make it a point of contact to say, I'm going to meet at least 2 people in these meetings. And so you're going to go out with your business cards. You're going to go out with some flyers or brochures that speaks about your mission, and you should be able to tell your story. It is very, very important. Many of us are not networking enough. We sit down in our offices and think that winning grants is really, really about the ability to write proposal. Yes, you need to write proposal, but you also need to know people. And the final thing I want to talk about is that you need to scale your work by leveraging technology. It's unfortunate that many of us are not on social media. I mean, you've been doing great work. You have an NGO, you've been doing great work, yet you're not on social media. In this 21st century, you're not on social media. With the avalanche of technology that is out there, how are you using technology to your advantage? Okay? So it's very, very important that you begin to tap into the resources that are available with technology to put your words out there, to ensure that your future is secured, to ensure that your organization stays competitive. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, you can reach out to me. And until next time, do have a great day.